in the nick of time.
220.
No, we don't even have chat. We don't even have chat on screen. There you guys are.
Fair warning.
Chat, where are you, chat?
$260.
Holy smokes, everybody. Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh. Just at the nick of time.
Fair
Just
warning.
in the nick of time here. Wow. Oof.
Next
Oof.
lot.
I was cutting her close.
$300.
I was cutting her close. We missed Canyon Bomber, 9.0 NS there. 162.50 into Pac-Man, 7.5 NS. Early-ish box?
Fair warning.
I don't know just how early this one is, though. 1981 orange box
Next
on this.
lot.
Pushed up to 350 bucks on it.
$80.
Into three video game magazines here. Kind of high grades, 9.2, 8.5, and a 9.0. Not ones I'm familiar with myself.
$120.
But welcome in, you guys. Yeah, that was nick of time. That was not late. That was not late. That was not late. Welcome in, Quest Jelinek, Mr. Gyarados, Davies Gaming, 1215%, Odin, Super Junk, Blue Smoke Gamer.
Next
the odds
lot.
that Greg will be on time were, I guess, a zero, hey? I guess a 0% chance Greg was going to be on time today. Oh, I tried to race to the gym prior to coming live, and, like, I did not have time. I did not have time. I didn't get to rinse off. I didn't get to finish my workout. I'm, like, hot and sweaty. I just sat down here. I, like, walked in the door 5 minutes ago, so... We're still riding adrenaline right now.
$360.
Castlevania 8.0 hang tab complete inbox first production. If you can't buy the $90,000 copy, why don't you buy yourself a nice 8.0 CIB, right? Buy
Fair
yourself
warning.
a nice 8.0 CIB beautiful copy here, pushing its way up over $500. I think, yeah, I still have Gamer Stonks for today. It's gonna crash right away here. I still have Gamer Stonks for like one more go here. Welcome in, Bird Dog Gaming, Sup Yo, Game Gallery.
Fair
Welcome
warning.
you guys.
$460.
Oh my gosh. I see you guys were, everyone was taking bets there on if I was gonna be on time or not. And we can go ahead and type in Castlevania here.
Fair warning.
We can filter to CIB.
$500.
This is what, an 8.0 here? 8.0 CGC with a
$550.
7.5 box. Just filtered hang tab copies.
Fair warning.
7.5 copies, 325,
$600.
360. There's nothing to compare this to. We just don't see enough copies, honestly. The 8.0 here is pushing its way up to almost $800. That seems pretty darn good, considering a 9.0 went for $1,680 back in February.
$95.
8.0 for $750, half the price of a 9.0. Well, I guess that makes sense.
$120.
That seems realistic, hey? 8.0 selling for half of a 9.0, 7.5 box. $750, man. I mean, jeez. Like, even just getting yourself a pretty, like, good to average copy, you know? Freaking expensive. Castlevania hype is in the air, boys. Castlevania hype is in the air. Yeah, I lost my Gamer Stonks, like over 2 weeks ago. I'm using a different account. What? It didn't even have a sombrero in it. So 7.5 box, and yeah, it doesn't even have the little sombrero in the back. Jeez. So like very average copy here, in my humble opinion. It had no sombreros, a big U on that. Top secret episode, Golgo 13, 9.8A plus later production copy. And of course, tonight's auction is sponsored by Heritage Auctions. Huge thanks to you guys being in here. Huge thanks to Heritage. You gotta be scared, Gyarados, about the secret streamer key. I don't think it matters. You terrified me there. Sponsored by Heritage Auctions. Welcome in, everybody. In the description of the video here, you can find everything you need about the upcoming auctions. We're now taking consignments into the... I think we're looking for the August signature now, which is crazy to even think. Yeah, the May signature's closed now, so we're looking for the August signature auction. Consignment deadline's going to be in July for that. Still, final calls here for 6th Generation and Beyond Showcase taking place in June. The consignment deadline's going to be end of April. Same with the Japanese Video Game Showcase auction coming up in June. Consignment deadline end of April for both of those. In the summer, PC Showcase auction, PAL Region auction, still tons of good stuff to consign to all year long here.
$130.
And of course, always taking consignments for the weekly auctions right here on YouTube. Video games at HA.com. Reach out on Heritage. There's a link in the description. Get free appraisals, free all that stuff. Reach out, see what you think,
$150.
see what Heritage Auctions can do for you. Huge thanks to them sponsoring. Huge thanks to you guys being here tonight. Sky Shark 9.68 plus for 325. Golgo 13 for 375. Win, lose, or draw 9.88 plus plus. Holy smokes. Has to be like the nicest copy of this game that exists. Damn.
Fair warning.
It's always rare to see 9.88 plus plus hit the
Next lot.
come to the auction block.
$340.
Yeah, Fletch, it makes no sense, dude, with Futurama. I think it is like the third or fourth week in a row with Futurama. It's wild. Does not make sense. Like I said on my Instagram story, it almost feels inevitable that it's going to sell for a discount just because we've seen it 3 or 4 weeks in a row.
$380.
Quote-unquote rare games like Futurama aren't supposed to come up every single week. But the rationale here for the title of the stream, if we just type in Castlevania 90K here on Google, how the heck do I get news? Nah, maybe I have to go Castlevania 90,000. Castlevania NES, will that hit the news? Articles are pumping out now about the Castlevania on NES.
$440.
We go news. My gosh, my internet runs brutal when I'm streaming. Holy crap, I swear Canada's not this behind.
400.
Look at this. Kotaku, Games Radar, Inverse, Time Extension, Go Nintendo, Metro.uk, Game Rant, Kotaku Australia. Like, the articles are pumping here for Castlevania selling for $90,000. One of my personal favorites. One of my personal favorite here. I'll open it up. Zoda's Revenge 9.88 plus for $575. The Win Lose Draw win for $200. Game Pro Magazine #1. 9.4 here. This Game Pro is actually getting some love too, pushing its way up over $650. Like, that's not bad at all. Glad it's an Xbox copy as you look at your PS2 one. Yeah, seriously. Greetings from the Shadow Realm. Yeah.
$180.
Simon, you gotta stop getting banned from Heritage, my guy. People always ask what happens if people don't pay and stuff. Simon Space is the example there. You get restricted. You can only go once or twice without paying for stuff, and they just kick you off the website.
$240.
It's not like eBay in that respect. But the Castlevania article here, like, oh my gosh. Like I said, I swear my internet isn't this bad. Holy Grail, NES Castlevania. This is coming from, where is this one? Games Radar Plus. I don't know how many viewers this gets or anything. The Kotaku one will probably be the most seen article, actually, but Holy Grail NES Castlevania sells for over $90,000. Losing Bidder predicts a $250,000 flip, but the buyer is gonna keep it. I just, you know, when we talk about pump articles and all that stuff, like, don't get me wrong, right? I pump stuff too. I've been talking about this Castlevania. I've made short videos. Got to go for a good pump every now and then, right? I've been talking about this market crashing for over 2 years. It's exciting to be finally talking about good sales again. But it's just one of those funny things where it sells for $90,000, and then you instantly put the you put in the $250,000 thing. It's like literally with the Pawn Stars. With the Pawn Stars, Dennis Khan comes in, right, and he's like, "Oh, just sold for $100,000, but this could be worth over $1 million." It's that same kind of anchoring where it's like, yeah, it sold for $90,000, but I mean, hey, I think it's $250,000, and that's a good pump right there. That is how you do a good pump. But I don't know. I don't know enough about how this works. Like, all of these are, you know, 4 hours ago, 14 hours ago, 6 hours ago, 10 hours ago. Like, how do you pump these out? Where do these come from? How does one... How do you control the media?
$16.
I feel like I don't have enough money to understand how you just get all these articles pumped out. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't feel coincidental. Like, keep in mind, this Castlevania sold... 2 weeks ago now? 2 weeks ago? Does that sound right? When the Castlevania actually sold? And now we're getting the articles and everything, like, two weeks after the fact.
Fair warning. $140.
No, I know it is, Craig. So if we even go, like, what came out first then? Maybe this one, Kotaku Australia? Might be the first one. At least it was over 24 hours ago. This one came April 9th.
Fair warning. $170.
The Aussies have the breaking news?
$180.
Oi, mate! You see what happened with Castlevania?
$190.
Bloody high sale, mate. I reckon that's money laundering.
$200.
The Aussies break the news over 24 hours ago. But then, like, you know what I mean?
$220.
It just feels all,
$240.
It works by not even asking you for details. Yeah, that's exactly right.
$280.
Not one article there even, like, talked to you. No one talked to Minus Worlds for those articles. No one, it's just so funny. And my Aussie's not great, okay? If I just would have thrown in a few cunts there, you would have been like, oh, he's Aussie, but I didn't want to, well, I guess it doesn't matter now, but I would have gone harder on the Aussie. NES Max Controller, VGA 80 for $350, group of 13 there, Asian unlicensed games for $114, 3 more unlicensed games. That's Secret Scout, King Neptune, and Pradicus Complex going for $212. This was one folded Power Glove box, or a bunch of folded box, a Power Glove box. This was a neat little lot here for $400 if someone picked that up. I don't know if you can necessarily flip it, but it's a neat lot of stuff.
Next lot.
Super Mario Bros. CGC 9 for $61 into Super Nintendo Wii Go.
Fair warning.
Yeah, it's just crazy. Yeah, they finally did speak with you, Tom. You spoke with Kotaku today after they published the article. Yeah, it's just like, well, who cares now, right? Like, the article's already out there. They could even amend it if they want, but, like, seriously, who cares after the fact? So it's kind of a moot point, but, I mean, I guess cool that they at least reached out to you.
$40.
Like, very clearly, everyone knew it was you. These articles all knew it was you, right? They're, like, citing your Instagram post and stuff, but no one just sent you a DM? Crazy. It's funny.
Next lot.
Arrow the Acrobat 2, $337.50. Chester Cheetah, 9.0A Plus for $525. Damn, Chester getting some love there on the 9.0A Plus. Like I said in my Instagram story too, a lot of rare Super Nintendo today, so we'll see what this low pop stuff does. 9.6A C2 Judgment Clay. Decent grade on this, actually.
$220.
Made in Japan? Does Judgment Clay have 2 prints? I can't remember if this is a made in Japan print or not. But 9.6A on C2 Judgment Clay. Carl gave him the scoop. Yeah, exactly, right? Carl frickin' leaked all the information there.
$110.
Yeah, you have 5 copies of Castlevania, exactly. I saw that too on Reddit there. The Reddit thread was pretty funny. It always is. It's always funny seeing the comments outside of our little bubble here. You know, obviously this is an echo chamber that we exist in. You know, we all kind of think the same. We all kind of agree on this stuff. As soon as you exit this bubble, it's always entertaining, man. $300 to C2 Judgment Clay, Foreman for Real 9.0A. And yeah, Tom, I'll have our interview up tomorrow. I did have a chance to sit down with Tom, Minus Worlds, the buyer of the Castlevania. And I did have the chance, we had the chance, to share an actual full story of it all. So that'll be going up tomorrow.
Fair warning.
I'll have the video published, interview about the Castlevania. You can hear from Tom himself.
$220.
And it's a lot of fun.
$40.
Foreman for Real going for $275 into Jurassic Park Part 2, The Chaos Continues. 9.2A plus on this.
Fair $380. $420.
Be careful thinking you're going to keep it. Think back to the Jason Broussard heist. Oh god, Minus Worlds is a target. Minus Worlds is the next target.
Next
Jurassic Park 2, the 9.2A plus there, just went for $500. Again, that seems solid.
$60.
That doesn't feel bad at all. Mech Warrior 3050, 9.4A plus. Wada lists only 1 copy. So this is a Pop 2 raid here. For Mech Warrior 3050, 9.4A plus. It's insane how many super niche rare games exist here.
Next lot. $400.
What do you mean, sup, yo? Kotaku was good and PC Gamer seemed good. I think all of the articles essentially say the exact same thing, don't they? Like Craig said, it's just a bunch of articles all kind of parroting each other. I wouldn't be surprised if some of those later printed articles, like literally just use a
Fair warning.
a chat GPT like system and just rearrange the text, right? Just paraphrase this entire thing and let's post it. Hashtag journalism. Musaya 7.5B plus there for $487.50 into NBA Live 97 9.28 plus with
$200.
Mitch Richmond of the Sacramento Kings on the cover. I do not know who Mitch Richmond is.
$260.
Graded after the published report. Oh man, this is Pop 1. Only graded copy on the Pop report. Likely the only graded copy. Jeez. Yo,
Smash
Crispy
the thumbs
AF
up,
with
you
the
all.
27 months, dude. Let's
Next
go.
lot.
Smash the thumbs up. Agreed.
$85.
27 months, man. That's fucking nuts. It's over 2 years, Crispy. Over 2 years. It's crazy to think I've even been doing this for over 2 years. Jesus. NBA Live 97 for $300 there. PGA Tour Golf was a 9.6A, went for $124 into Street Racer. This is another Pop 2 here. Or Pop 3, I guess, now. With this newly graded copy. 8.5A on this. We can also take a peek here at
$600.
if I can find Super Nintendo. I think I've seen Musaya at is that how you say it? Musia? I don't know. Oh, we saw the same copy twice. 8.5A. Went for $840, $990 respectively. Tonight, $487.50 for the much lower copy.
Fair warning.
Jeez. Crazy with these low Pop games. Street Fighter's pushing its way up to almost $800 here. Or Street Racer, sorry. Street Fighter. Street Racer.
$750.
9.4A. Sold for $570 and $480 respectively. That was 2021 and 2022. Now the 8.5A, for some reason, some way, somehow, is pushing its way up to $1,000. The lowest graded copy we've ever seen at auction is going to be the highest selling copy by a lot. Well, not by, almost by 2 times as much. Jesus. Street Racer, $937.50 this time around. I don't know. Rare game, man. This time people showed up for it. Uniracers 8.5A. This is actually a first-party Nintendo printed game, believe it or not. And I think it's just a Pop 6. Kind of weird for a first-party game to be such low
Fair
pop.
warning.
Albeit, I don't know if this is like the most popular first-party Nintendo game in the world. You know what I mean? But still, low pop on it. Yeah, the Otaku
$220.
Kotaku article, I think said a lot of just normal stuff here.
Fair warning.
So they talked about Grail Monster here, who posts a lot about rare collectibles.
$2.
This is the most a raw game has ever sold for. Could be worth, so Grail Monster is the guy saying it could be worth up to $250K. Which then they ran in the article. They quote Tom's Instagram post. Everything just came together for a childhood friend and I this week. We were able to obtain this absolute beauty after 23 years of searching.
$28.
I mean, yeah, this article
$30.
Doesn't have any, like, it's good. It's a good article. I don't even think it mentions frickin'... I don't even think it mentions Wada Games or Heritage.
$34.
Am I crazy? No Wada?
$38.
No Heritage? How are they expecting to get any clicks? They didn't put any keywords in there.
$46.
Yeah, that's exactly Craig. The underbidder. Seems like he was the one. I don't know, right? I don't know. Did he initiate the articles being made? Was he just happened to be reached out to? I do not know. Like I said, I love a good pump. It's a lot more interesting.
Fair warning.
Right? A lot more exciting. Should I bid on this? Seems cheap.
$4.
PSA 10.
You've been outbid.
Cardass, Part 1, CGC 10.
$6.
There we go. The bidding
$7.
came alive. I just fucked someone over. What did you just get? Vid Pro cards, rental displays. You got the Solomon's Key with Oval SOQ and hang tab box. This is a box in here? What are you saying?
$10.
Why does this Solomon's have a oval and hang tab? What are these? Vid Pro and 2 NES. Oh, no. What is that? What did you win, Joseph? What is that?
$18, $20, $22, $24.
A Solomon's Key rental display card. I don't think it's a box, hey? I don't know, Gary, we had one of these cards before, too, last week. We had a Hypno. I don't know why they're here. It's very weird. Who is Grail Monster?
$32.
I don't have a good...
$34.
I don't have a good explanation for that.
$36.
What I can do is link him on Instagram, and you guys can go ahead and follow, check him out. He's in this hobby. He's in other hobbies, as his name suggests. And when you have a name like Grail Monster, you're a high roller. This guy is a high roller. You could probably call him a whale of sorts. I'll go ahead and link him for you guys here. You can check him out if you want. I don't actually... He linked the freaking article in his thing. Maybe he did help write it. Like, maybe that was fully...
100,
he had to have, hey? I guess I could probably just fucking ask him. I don't need to sit here and speculate. Probably just ask him.
Fair warning.
Very cool, though. Very cool. It's cool seeing games in the news again.
Next lot.
Not for being a scam. You know what I mean? It feels like we went through so long of games just being a scam, and that's the only frickin' narrative. And now it's like, hey,
$700.
People love video games. Surprise, 3 years later, people still collect video games. It's nice to see. N64, Shadows of the Empire is an 8.0A CGC copy. Over $800? Oh man, almost $1,000. Bust a Move 4 was a 9.4A plus as well with Hollow Strip there. $200. The Machoke ended at 63. Shadows of the Empire, just shy of $1,000, closing at $937.50. We can go and take a peek at Shadows of the Empire. That's almost $1,000 there for a
$240.
an 8.0.
$260.
8.0A at Hake's auction. Jeez, $455, eh? Hakes was not delivering the money, I'll tell you that much. Does Hake still sell video games? Are they still in the market? I don't even know.
Fair warning.
We've barely seen any copies of Shadows of the Empire sell. It's kind of crazy. 7.5A was $780 back in August 2022. I mean, this is a pretty good sale for Shadows of the Empire, frankly. Almost $1,000, $937.50.
$1.
Not too shabby. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 6.5A plus for $350. This is a promotional bag. Like, it's a paper bag that you would have received when you purchased games. And on the back, it's promoting Rockman 5. On the front, it is promoting F-Zero X. They're really cool.
18,
really cool bags.
$24.
Do I have one in? I might have one. 1 second. I do.
$26.
Oh, do I have this bag? I do not. I have a Zelda one, though. I can show you guys quick.
$28.
This is what you get.
$30.
Like, literally a paper bag.
$32.
See?
$34.
And you would have gotten this in Japan when you purchased games, and this was like promotional material. So when you walked away with your game purchase, you were advertising for Ocarina of Time and Smash Brothers.
$36.
Very cool Japan-only items.
$38. $40.
I have no freaking clue what these are worth. So, like, you know, don't walk into this like, oh my god, Grail. Like, I don't know. They're just cool promotional pieces.
Next lot. $55. $70.
Sold for $69. Yeah, I'm neither hot nor cold on that price. It's a cool item. Group lot of 2 here. Signed XL Nintendo Superstars t-shirts? Who are these signed by? Who are these signed by?
$120. $130.
Got them autographed by several athletes. Kendall Cordell Stewart? Herschel Walker? Am I crazy?
Fair warning.
Cordell Stewart and Herschel Walker?
$160. $170.
1992 signed there, hey? I can't make out. I might be even wrong about those other autographs.
Fair
Tommy
warning.
Big Air? Tony Big Air?
$80.
Man, these are hard to make out. This is really freaking cool, though.
Fair warning.
I'm surprised they didn't list out these autographs. Really surprised they didn't list out those autographs. This could be, like, you know what I mean? Depending on who those autographs are, that could be something.
$200.
Would I say the Secret Lab chair is worth the money? I think
$240.
yes and no. Is it a good chair? Yes. Is it worth like $600, $700, $800 US that you might have to pay for it?
Fair warning.
You know what I mean?
$60.
You know what I mean? If you're gonna be working in it, like if your job is sitting in a chair, I mean, fuck it.
Fair warning.
Splurge on a chair. It's worth it. You're gonna sit on it all day, every day. But I don't know if you have to go up to this level of chair. Do you know what I mean?
$220.
I would probably say they're a bit overpriced. But I don't have a lot of gauge either. So it's a good chair. Like, if you take away the price tag, yeah, this chair's been fucking good. I've had it for like 3 years now. I have no issues with it. I'm very happy with the chair.
Fair warning.
Just not cheap, you know? That sports shirt there sold for $300. How's PSA gonna off them when they don't know the signatures? Yeah, it just... did you win this, Alma? Did you win the 2 shirts? They seem very, very cool.
Fair warning.
Phantom Hourglass is an NFR copy 9.8A+.
Next lot. $110.
$300 for the NFR copy. That came from a Nintendo DS bundle that included the console plus this copy of Phantom Hourglass.
Fair warning. $160.
Super Mario Bros. 2 9.8A+. This is a red case reprint version here. I don't know if every red case is a reprint when it comes to 3DS games, but I think a lot of them are. That's a quick and easy way.
Fair warning.
This one here is the later production copy, 9.8A+.
Next lot. $110.
Very exclusive barf bags. Yeah, that's what it is. This here, Pokemon X, is a...
Fair warning.
I think it's a later production copy, actually.
$130.
So, with Pokemon X and Pokemon Y, you can also find versions of this game that use the early ESRB. So it's the same way you tell with The Last of Us. You can see it has the white, and then everyone is in black. There is an earlier ESRB that you can get. And the issue is that with some of these games, you can see it's 5 zeros. It has the A in the product code there. So by visual look, right? Like that looks like a first print copy of the game. It is actually a later production. And here with this copy, Heritage actually did call it first production. And again, it has the later print ESRB on it. There simply are earlier prints of both X and Y. They also use all 5s on the barcode, like it's a 0000 barcode, but the actual product code is like 88888A or something.
Fair warning.
Gets really confusing, really nuanced. There are a few games that exist. There are a few games that exist in this area that have multiple Japan 000 prints. Mario Kart on Wii. Mario Kart on Wii U is another one where it's actually the Made in USA print. That's the first print, and the 000 USA is the second print. Same with Super Smash Bros. On Wii U. 000 Japan is actually the second print. It's 00 USA. That's the first print. So with this modern stuff, using those zeros and using the product codes are really good. Like really good general rule, but there are some exceptions.
Next lot.
In time, I'm sure we'll have them all written out and we'll all know the exceptions, but Pokemon Y 9.8A plus for $237.50. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 9.6A plus 7 controller misprint copy. First print copy. Yeah, title is right on this one. Title is right on this one. I can just go to eBay quick here. If you guys don't know what I mean about the ESRB. Let me just put this side by side. I'll make it real easy. Because I'm doing all this yapping. I'm just assuming you guys know what I'm talking about here.
$300.
It's gonna work. It's gonna work. Just give me a second.
$340.
So here they are side by side, right? If you look at the ESRB here, you can see that it's like white above the E. Over here, you can see it's black on this copy. So this copy right here on the back of it is also going to be 000. But you can see the product code there is 80781A. And the issue is that this also is using
$48.
A 00 product code, right? So this is where people get fucked up.
$65. $75.
So, like I said, using the product code, using the 00s is a really good shortcut for like 90 95% of games. But there are some exceptions where ESRB is going to have to be looked at. You're going to have to look at little things. It sucks. It sucks, but a little bit of nuance there. So not a first print on the Y or X today. Breath of the Wild, 9.68++ for $300. Nintendo Power number 31, $400. So the 9.4. Very nice. Very, very nice. Love this book. Nintendo Power Group Lot of 3, $114 there for the 6.5, 7.0, and 8.5. Another Group Lot of 3, 7.5, 6.5, and 6.0, selling for $117. This one here has Nintendo Power. I love that Mario All-Stars book. 7.5, 7.0, and a 5.5. Man, Link's Awakening and Mario All-Stars and Street Fighter 2 in this lot. Not the highest grades in the world, but all three of these are bangers.
$120.
You don't believe higher part numbers can be produced earlier than lower part numbers. I'm not sure if that's
$140.
I'm not sure if that's a hard rule, Game Gallery.
Fair warning.
I don't know if that's a hard set rule or not. You use a 90s gray plastic and blue wool mechanical chair you inherited from a friend's dad.
Fair warning.
I mean, before I had this nice chair, I also just had garbage. Yes, Retro Habit. That is a vintage Mario sign right there. That's the Mario 2 from like 1989 or something.
60,
yeah.
70, 85,
that is a authentic vintage Mario sign. Only the best. French Toast him. Is N64 stinking or stonking? You gotta watch the spell check on that one. You said basically the complete opposite thing there. It's stinking.
Next lot.
These are also really cool 4-1 because this is a 4 lot. If the grades were, the grades are just, the grades are not stonking. 6.5, 6.0, 4.5, and 3.0 on this Nintendo Power lot, but like, that's Super Metroid, Donkey Kong, Street Fighter again. Would have been a good lot, but $129 for the lower grade copies, $181 for the group lot of 3 here. This right here is promotional Nintendo binders, a newsletter. Cool stuff again, if you're into this promotional stuff. We saw a lot of it in last week's auction? 2 weeks ago? Something like that. We had a lot of these promotional things going on. Oh yeah, Pokemon Master, Alma.
Fair warning.
Pokemon Master.
$180.
It's funny because I actually just bought a copy of Super Smash Bros. On Wii U. And I bought the 000 Japan copy. And I was like, perfect. Bought a first print. And then after 30 minutes of digging, I was like, well, shit, I bought a second print. So, that's, you know, it makes you, as soon as you screw it up, you seem to care a lot more. It's one of those, you pay for the lesson type things. You know what I mean?
$240.
You waste $50 buying something, and then you're like, oh, cool. I guess I won't make this mistake again in the future.
Fair warning.
And this group of promotional stuff here, including the binder, man, this might be better than I thought. What is this? That binder's covered in like Star Fox stuff. RMP promotional program, premium merchandise catalog.
Fair warning.
Second half of 1993, highlighting Star Fox and Mario. And then you have Nintendo merchandising display photographs, first half of 1993. This must still be from that collection of the ex-Nintendo employee, hey? Because this stuff just like, you don't buy this stuff. This stuff doesn't exist. Closed at $325 there. Really cool. Judge Dredd 9.48+ for Genesis. That closes the Nintendo stuff. We only have 14 more games today, you guys. The auctions are still sitting very, very small. If you guys saw the Sega showcase that happened on on Thursday, sorry. The Sega Showcase just closed. I think it was 50 games for the Sega Showcase. And if you guys remember, some of those I can't talk. Some of those Sega Showcase auctions from 2022, even maybe early 2023, they had like 150, 200 Sega games. Remember those marathons? Remember when we sat through like 200 frickin' Sega Genesis games? That was a marathon, man. Now in 2024, early 2024, it's 50 games. That's crazy. And like, I have to assume with Sega, it's just hard to source because there just aren't a lot. The population counts are so small on a lot of stuff. Judge Dredd going for
$3,
$129. Mario Andretti
$14,
Racing, $73 there. NBA 2K. This is from the console pack-in, not for resale version of the game. Only one graded higher, though, out of only 12 of this variant. 9.68 plus. First game in the NBA 2K series, I believe, right?
$28.
Allen Iverson on the
$30,
cover. Yes, first game in the 2K series.
$34, $36, $38, $40.
100 games would be more than enough. I agree.
46,
I think 100 for
50,
showcases
50,
is like a sweet spot.
60,
A 100 game showcase auction feels really good.
90,
Yeah, Blue Smoke, man. They all fly. Like, we're 35 minutes deep. The auction's almost over.
$150.
During SIGs also, you feel like you often miss the beginning or end bit. Yeah, signatures still have a lot of stuff. And I wonder if we're going to start seeing the signatures and, like those will be the most packed up and the showcases might have a little bit less. It's going to be interesting seeing how it goes there. NBA 2K here is pushing its way up to almost $250, by the way. 9.68 plus. Let's do a quick price check on Dreamcast because
Fair warning.
When do we ever price check Dreamcast? We don't.
$220.
We simply don't. 9.68 plus standard release January 2023 for $528.
Fair
9.6A the console pack in $550 all the way back in 2022. So like $500 is historically what this was selling for. Now it's selling for $250. So I mean the value definitely cut in half there, but it's a cool game. It's a cool game. That's only a Pop 12. I mean, there just aren't that many in general, Alma. Pop 40 overall for them. So, like, standard release has 26. The console pack-in has 11. I mean, just not a lot of them. Start of the 2K series, honestly, I think it deserves it. We just watched a frickin', speaking of console pack-ins, this is Power Stone. Good Dreamcast game as well. 9.0 B plus here. Has a crack in the case on the spine, but it's a good Dreamcast title. Going for $175 as well as Sonic Adventure here. 9.2A. Speaking of console pack-ins though, the Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass, right? Like 9.8A plus went for $300.
Next lot.
What would you rather have? I mean, you'd probably rather have Zelda, but I kind of think this NBA 2K is the cooler game out of the two of them. Bonk's Adventure 9.2A++.
Fair warning.
What, NBA 2K? I doubt it. The lowest NBA 2K. Oh, maybe you did. Shoot. I guess you bought this one right here, Alma. My gosh. 7.5A for $40.
$500.
April 11th, 2023. It's hilarious. Well, Bonk's Adventure is a 9.2A++ on Turbo Graphics.
Fair warning.
21 total on the Pop Report. Actually, a little bit surprising. Turbo Graphics fans showing up for their mascot.
$40.
$600 for Bonks into Power Serve. 9.0 B plus long box, one of only two on the March Pop Report.
Fair warning.
PS1 long box collectors. Full set, guys.
$44.
One of only two on the Pop Report. Has a crack in the case, but I mean, hey, beggars can't be choosers on stuff like this.
Fair warning.
Oh, but how do you guys feel? I mean, what a week, right? Castlevania 90K, articles are coming out, Kid Icarus 80,000, like, feels like there's a little bit of excitement in the air. You know what we're all waiting for now? The big thing that has to drop, and you guys know it has to come, right? The big thing that's going to determine everything. We're still all waiting with bated breath.
$32.
When is Pat going to release his video? Are we going to get a Pat video about the $80,000? VGA, no one cares about VGA Pop Reports. We're waiting for Pat, damn it. We need the opinion of the people.
Fair warning.
Will we get a Pat video? About 80? Will we get a reserved investments video?
$60.
Are we going to get these videos? These are the questions on everyone's minds now. Power Serve 3D 9.0 B plus for $71. Tiger Woods 99. This is the version with South Park removed for $67.
$80.
How do you identify if it's removed or not? Is it like UPC update? Is how you tell? So Tiger Woods 99 has like a dev Easter egg in it where they put an episode of South Park. And then they found it and they got rid of it. So $67 here for the updated version. Just a really cool piece of like video game lore, I guess you could call it. Zero Divide 9.88 plus long box game here.
Fair warning.
Surely we will. It was an expensive week.
Next
it certainly
lot.
was.
$7. $26.
Pat bashes sealed games. He sure does, Cherokee Fit. He sure does. That's why it's the perfect time.
$30.
We got Kotaku articles. We got
$32.
PC Gamer. We have to. He has to make a video. There is no way he just ignores it. There's no way. I'm sure he knows who Minus Worlds is as well. Like, Pat, based on his own history with Nintendo Age and sealed collectors and all that stuff, Pat should know.
$40.
Pat should know exactly who the buyer is. It might even go so far that they have a rapport of some sort.
$42.
They might have rapport of some sort.
$44.
So, like, it has to come.
$46.
Here we have Edie, however you say it, Gem Mint 10, Final Fantasy 10 card ass, Final Fantasy 8, sorry, card ass card. Remember the other week we had Squall, PSA 10, Squall went for like $150 because I was pumping it. This one, looking for $89 here on the Edea. I don't know why we're getting these random Japanese trading cards just sprinkled in, but here they are.
Next lot. $134
for it. Final Fantasy 8 card ass vending. San Andreas 9.2A. Yeah, oh, he knows. So yeah, there you go. Minus World's confirming it. Him and Pat know each other. They've met. So I love it. 9.2A San Andreas here, pushing its way up over $150. This is an actual copy of San Andreas, not the trilogy edition.
Next lot. $22.
$162.50. Who was the video? Didn't Pat make a video about some sealed collector coming up to him at a convention? Who was that one about? Do you guys remember that one? Some sealed collector came up to him at a convention and was harassing him.
$36. $38.
Was the video. Or his point of view.
$40.
Was that about you, Minus Worlds? Or who was that about? I genuinely don't remember. I just remember the video. That was, you know, that was in the heart of it. That was in the heart of the boom.
$44.
Adam, you won the Bonked Adventure. Let's go, man. Nice little 9.28 plus for $600 there. Turbo Graphics. Are you like deep into Turbo Graphics collecting or like just Bonk in general?
Next lot. $26.
Peter. It was about Peter.
$60.
Right. That was about Peter. You wonder how Pat would feel about sealed vintage PC games. Surely he wouldn't expect people to buy and build the old hardware, would he?
$60, $70.
Oh, boy. Computers are meant to compute. You know that, big box. That's what they're meant for. Computers are meant to compute. Resident Evil 4, 9.88 plus greatest hits, going for $94. San Andreas, $162.50. Marvel Ultimate Alliance, 9.68 plus Black Label copy on PS2. Honestly, $71, kind of cheap. Futurama, 9.2B plus. Pushing its way up over $500. We saw one copy March 7th, March 19th, March 26th, and now we have one April 9th. So in the past like 5 or 6 weeks, we've seen 4 copies. That's insane. The last copy, 9.0A, sold for $780. Now we're seeing 9.2B plus. The old 9.0A versus 9.2B plus debate, hey? 9.0A versus 9.2B plus. Need a couple more bids on the B plus one here. Not gonna do it. $650, $625. Halo 3, 9.2A plus. Do not sell before. Should be a first print copy here, right? Early print, first print, Halo 3, 9.2A plus. I'll go ahead and chuck a cut bid at that.
You've been outbid.
Nice copy of Halo 3. Game I still need for my own collection. Oh man, we are done. We're not even almost done, Odin. This is the last game of the auction, Halo 3. We are done. Yeah, okay, so yeah, Peter was the guy Pat made a video about. That was always fun. That was fun. The history of this hobby, man.
$220.
You old-time guys need to make YouTube channels and stuff.
$240.
You old-time guys need to be rivaling Pat. We need a platform, damn it. I mean, I guess
Fair warning.
But we need another platform. Peter Tregila? Tregula? Dragula? I don't know how to say Peter's last name. Treglia? I'm going to say Dragula. He is... Oh, man. Is he the guy who also does coins very seriously? Fuck, I'm pretty sure I've spoken with Peter too. I'm completely blanking now. I'm pretty sure he's also serious into coins. I don't remember how long he's been in video games and stuff. You leave the YouTube stuff for the youngins? Is Peter T Overheat Games? Is that who he is? If it is, I can give you guys another... Peter Tingle. Yeah. Exactly, right? Is it Overheat? Is that Peter T? Overheat Games. Yeah, so I can go ahead and link you guys to him as well. Another, like, there's all these people in the hobby that exist that, like, never actually are known about. So Peter T, yeah, he does vintage money as well. And he is, yes, he's the person who bought the Zelda with Nerdy Girl Comics. So him and Nerdy Girl bought, they probably have it on their feed here. They bought he doesn't. They bought the Legend of Zelda that sold for $780,000, I think. And they split it, I believe. Nerdy Girl has a thing on her channel about the whole story of her and him going together, their thoughts on it, all that stuff. But Peter is the money expert who shows up on Pawn Stars, believe it or not. So I was watching an episode of Pawn Stars, and someone brought in like a $5 bill with some shit on it. And then frickin' Peter shows up on Pawn Stars to be the expert. So this guy has a quite the resume as far as collecting and being deep into collectibles. Cool guy, nice guy. That is Peter T, Overheat Games. So now you guys know who Grail Monster is, and you know who Overheat Games is. This hobby isn't as mysterious and like, we know who these people are a lot of the time, right? But actually in the sphere of existing, these people don't exist because, you know, I think Peter had what, like 400 followers on Instagram? Like, as far as 597. Like, as far as having an online presence, they don't, right? So it's very easy for everyone else to be like, oh, this mysterious buyers and buying their own games and all this stuff, because the people who are buying this shit, they simply don't have online presence. And frankly, they don't give a shit. You know what I mean? So, they bought the 600,000 TM Zelda 9.2B+, right? Was that from Heritage Auctions as well? Or was that the golden copy? Just go ahead and see what we have for Zelda here. I don't remember which one that was. Whoops, I missed. Zelda NES TM. The 9. That was the golden copy they purchased. So just prior, the 8.0A had sold for $705,000. So remember, like, it's hard to quantify this, but going into this first auction here, this game, everyone was expecting this to go over $1 million, right? This is October 29th, 2021. So this is 3 months after Carl ran his video, I believe. So coming off of the July signature auction, right? That's where we had Mario 64 for $1.5 million. Everybody was expecting this copy to go over $1 million. So then it sold for $705,000, and that was like kind of the first sign of like breakage, cracking. Do you know what I mean? The bubble popping a bit when this, everyone was disappointed, right? Any kind of commenter on this space was like, wow, it didn't break $1 million. So then coming into this golden copy, the 9.2B+, right? I think a lot of people would probably rather have this versus the 8.0A, but it was even speculated that this copy was going to outsell the 8.0 copy. So then when this ended for $600,000, in 2021, this was February 2022. This was another 6 months after the initial sale. So, you know, now we know coming out of 2021, it was coming down. from the where it was. Not this one to do $1 million. The 8.0 copy. The B plus copy was, as far as I remember, Supyo, this was expected to match or at least beat the 8.0 copy. So for $600,000, I mean, again, you can go listen to the Nerdy Girl video about it all, because, you know, it captures the actual mentality that people had 2 years ago. Because now with hindsight, it's easier to change everyone's perceptions, to change what everyone was thinking. Watching old videos is like a really fun time capsule. See, now you have Supyo, right? Who expected that to do $1 million? Well, you probably did, mister. You right there, Supyo. I'm calling you out, bro. At the top of the auction tonight, Street Racer 8.58 at 937.50, tied with Star Wars Shadows of the Empire 8.0 ACGC for 937.50. Right underneath it, third most expensive item of the day. I mean, no surprise, hype is in the air. Castlevania 8.0 hang tab copy. 7.5 box on that for $750. Game Pro Magazine number 1. 9.4 going for $656 here. And Futurama still. Fourth copy we've seen in like 6 weeks. It's weird. 9.2B plus still bringing in $625. Bonk's Adventure as well. 9.2A plus on Turbo Graphics. $600. And on the other side of the auction, we had both the trading cards. This Mario card did $61. Machoke did $63. But for an actual video game, Tiger Woods 99 comes in at the lowest selling game of the auction, $67. Yeah! No love for Tiger Woods tonight, baby. No love for Tiger Woods tonight. Everyone was ridiculous playing with Monopoly money. Yeah, that's what I mean, man. Like, the amount of money that was just trading hands, sloshing around was freaking insane, man. 3 years removed from it, it's like hard to even... It's hard to even imagine that 2021 existed. How can an 8.0... What are you saying, SOTE? Sell for almost 1,000. What's SOTE? You need a time machine to see what I was thinking and smack myself? Yeah. Yeah. I think a lot of people would do that if they had a time machine at this point, Supyo. Knowing now what we know. Grail Monster was cited in the articles that came out about Castlevania. Big box, if you're still in here. I linked his Instagram earlier here. I'll just paste it in the chat again. This guy is cited in the Castlevania articles. Oh, Shadows of the Empire. How does that sell for almost $1,000? Yeah, dude. I checked comps for it. Yeah, that's a good sale. This is a good sale. Shadows of the Empire actually is a pretty big title. As far as N64, like, good N64 games go, I think this game, it's hard to call it a top 10 game, just because they're like, you know, the top 10 N64 games, the top 15 are so concentrated, but this is really close to top 10. I think some people would hold it as a top 10. It's a big N64 title. It's a game a lot of people love. You're saying here like a $1,000 sale, right? We've had 9.8 A++ copies of this. The last big sale on Shadows of the Empire, July 2023. 6,600, man, for the 9.8 A+. Shadows of the Empire gets love. Definitely a top 5. I mean, people like it, man. People like Shadows of the Empire. It's a notable N64 game. It doesn't, like, you know, CIB pricing doesn't really matter. But when you swap to factory sealed, like, it's only pop 33. Oh, might be less. Pop 27. So, like, yeah, very close to launch as well. If not a launch title. Very close if it wasn't launch. Was it launch? December 2nd. Oh, it's 3 months. 3 months after launch. So yeah, very close to launch on N64 there. Just a game that has a lot of love. People like it. People like it. Oh, man. But on that note, I mean, we don't have another showcase auction coming up until May now. It's going to be a quiet April. We have all this hype in the air. We have these articles coming out. We don't have a showcase auction. until May. Kind of crazy. I think the next one that comes up is actually going to be the I don't have my let me open up my thing again. I think the next showcase auction coming up is going to be the art auction. But we don't have a showcase until the next signature. Is that correct? Am I crazy? Are we going almost 2 months? How do we get to the calendar? We just go Heritage Auctions Video Game Calendar. Can we just Google this? It looks like this Star Wars auction has been pushed. The Star Wars auction has been pushed to July 18th. I need to update my thing. Yeah, we don't have another auction until the showcase, or till the signature. The signature auction is our next big thing coming up. That is crazy to me. Then we have the 6th generation and beyond in June. June's loaded. June is frickin' juiced. July is nice. That's weird. Damn. We got a bit of a break. A bit of a break between big auctions here. So you can all save up your money for the signature auction coming up. It's 224 games already. My God. I know coming into this, yeah, we have the Castlevania 9.2 A plus hang tab. So we are going to see another Castlevania hang tab auction come up. 9.2 A plus. Beautiful copy. We're going to get to see if it outsells the eBay copy. The question on everyone's mind, is it going to sell for more than $90,000? That is going to be fun to see. Yeah, we'll make a full video going through this signature auction once photos are up, once it's all finalized. But you have 2 months. 2 months to start saving up your money there for the signature auction. Weekly auctions, of course, every Tuesday. And yeah. The auction is already over, D-Rob. We've been here for 57 minutes, man. The auction's been over for over 10 minutes. These auctions are flying. People are going to be foaming at the mouth for the signature. I mean, hey, we'll see. We shall see how it goes. There used to be Japanese auction, but yeah, right. The Japanese one got moved and the Star Wars one got moved. Interestingly. Well, I don't know. I don't know how you, I don't know. I don't know anything more than you guys about auctions being moved and stuff like that. Like, I don't get inside scoops. I should be getting the inside scoop. Hey, Cristiano, start giving me the inside scoop, man. We need to talk more. I need the lowdown on what's happening. I need the hottest news and the hottest games. I need the latest and greatest information to get these people fired up, man. Anytime I could. Where should I reach out to you? Are you on Instagram or anything? Do I have to use email like a real person? Let me use Instagram or something. Discord. Are you on Discord, Cristiano? But on that note, everybody, I appreciate you guys coming out to the auction. Appreciate all 33 of you who hit the like button. You guys are the real ones, man. You guys are the real ones. Instagram works perfect. Huge thanks to Heritage sponsoring. Huge thanks to you guys coming out tonight. I'll see you again on Tuesday. Join the Discord. Link is in the description. See you guys next week. Goodbye, everybody.